Hi everyone, it's Anique here from the Whittlesea Supporter Playgroup team, and today I'm here on the land of the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, and I'd like to tell you a story based on a very old book called Caps for Sale. It's about a man who sells hats. Now he doesn't sell his hats in a shop. Instead, he puts all his hats on top of his head and he walks around the streets. First of all, he puts on his favourite black hat, then his yellow hats, then a pink hat, and then a sun hat right at the very top. And before he walked up and down the streets, he would put up his hands to make sure that all the hats were in place and they weren't going to fall off. Once he was ready, he would walk up and down the street calling, "Hats, hats for sale, 50 cents a hat. Hats, hats for sale, 50 cents a hat." But this day, nobody wanted to buy any hats. And he was pretty tired and pretty hungry, so he decided to go for a walk out of town. As he walked, he found a nice big open paddock. And in that paddock was a beautiful big tree. "Oh, that's a nice place for a rest," he thought. So he walked over to the tree. He felt with his hands to make sure his hats were in place. Yes, all in place. And he sat down by the tree, crossed his arms, leaned back and had a little snooze. When he woke up, he said, "Oh, that feels better. That was a good sleep." Before he stood up, he felt with his hands to make sure all his hats were still there. But all he could find was his own favourite black hat. "Where are my hats?" he thought. He looked around. No hats. He looked around the tree. No hats. He looked to the other side of the tree. No hats. Then he looked up. And do you know what he saw? On every branch of the tree, there was a monkey. That's right, a monkey. On every monkey was either a sun hat, a pink hat, or a yellow hat. "Hey, they're my hats. Can I have my hats back, please?" The monkeys didn't answer. This made him a little bit grumpy, so he shook his finger and he said, "Now listen here, you monkeys, you give me back my hats." But the monkeys were very cheeky and they just copied the man, and they went, "Ooh," this made him even grumpier, so he shook both his fingers and he said, "You monkeys, you give me back my hats." Guess what the monkeys did? Ooh, this made him really, really grumpy, so he stood up and he stomped his foot and he said, "You monkeys, you give me back my hats." Guess what the monkeys did? Now he was really super, super, super grumpy, and he stamped both of his feet and he said, "You monkeys, you give me back my hats." Guess what the monkeys did? You guessed it. Right, that's it. I've had enough. He was so cross that he took his hat off and he threw it to the ground. Guess what the monkeys did? They copied him. All the pink hats, all the yellow hats, and all the black hat. came floating down out of the tree. Oh, that was easy. Thanks, monkeys. So the man picked up his hats. First he put on his own favourite black hat, then the yellow hat, then the pink hats, and then the black cap. He felt with his hands to make sure they were nice and straight and wouldn't fall off. Ah, that's better. And he walked back to town, calling out, "Hats, hats for sale, 50 cents a hat." Guess what? He sold all his hats that day. And that is the end of the story. Bye.